Cheeto.
When David Attenborough dies, I know exactly who should narrate wildlife documentaries after. Hi again, guys. And you probably don't know that I adore xQc. To me, he is one of the most naturally funny people in existence. Anything he says gets me blushing and giggling.
15-minute delay. And then what? The viewers will grow up, have children, go to college, graduate, get married, get 6 kids, die, come back alive, get razzed, then I'll still
It's my personal opinion that xQc is best enjoyed out of context. He is just a joy to watch, but the problem is that there is a moral issue you will often have as an xQc viewer, in that you're never sure if you're laughing because of xQc or if you're laughing at xQc. For me, I think it's like a bit of both, because it's like that for most creators, but I am a believer in the scientific method, which is why I'm gonna completely ignore it to figure this out. Instead, I'm just gonna look at some of my favorite clips of him to come to a conclusion. If you enjoy this video, there will be this big card at the end that takes you to another one like it, and did you know only a fifth of y'all are subscribed with notifications on? If you sub and hit that bell icon, you'll never miss another upload, and you can always undo it later if you decide you hate me.
Bro, my desk, my room, holy fuck, man. Dude.
30 months, much love xQc.
Holy fuck, man. Bro.
This one is great because his backdrop is the stereotype male living space where they have no furniture except for a TV and a folding chair. But if the male living in that space was a multi-millionaire, xQc has all of this room real estate specifically to not use it. His whole room is a residential landfill to store his empty McDonald's bags. This time next year, that place is gonna look like an indoor ball pit made entirely out of paper bags and chicken nugget boxes.
Did it look okay or not? Oh! Cheeto! I did it! I did it! See? I did it!
Do you think YouTube would count that as a dangerous stunt? The surprising thing about this is that despite xQc being your stereotypical hunchback nerd neck gamer, the white boy can move. That last front flip, he probably would have landed solid on his feet if there was no bed there. The side flip, he might have broken a rib or two if that happened on concrete, but the fundamentals are there. Listen, I'm just saying he's in the 0.1% of streamers who can bend over the... But first, I want to tell you about this video's sponsor, Surfshark VPN. The internet is a real freaky place, that's why I spend all my time on it, but generally you don't want people to know the freaky shit you're looking at. Thankfully, Surfshark VPN lets you mask everything you do online by letting you travel the world virtually. You can select from a ton of servers in tons of different countries around the world that you want to connect to. That way, nobody can prove it was you looking at that weird Rule 34 art. It's kind of like wearing pants in public. You want to hide all your private stuff. It's been super useful for me when I'm traveling as well. When I'm in the hellscape of a place like Canada or, God forbid, England, and I don't want to re-log into all my accounts because it thinks I'm in a different country, I just set Surfshark to a location near where I live, and bam! No hassle to check my email. And on the flip side, if you're back home and you want to watch a show on a streaming service, but the content is only available in a different country, you can change your location to that country to get access to it easy peasy. If you want to start protecting yourself with one click, use the first link in the description and code Kwite to get 83% off and 3 months free. It's a no-brainer.
I haven't slept, you know, so I have to stretch up so that I don't build blood clots and I don't die on stream, because otherwise I get banned.
Average streamer brain, and that includes me. The worst part of dying is not, you know, being a corpse, it's losing Twitch partner status. Listen, I lost my physical heart and soul a long time ago, and now that purple check mark is what pumps blood through my veins. It's kind of like how some people think that the law equals morality, except instead of the law, for streamers like me, it's Twitch community guidelines.
Oh shit! I forgot a power supply! Oh my god. Okay, boys, that's it. That's it, boy.
Record for fastest PC building stream, and hey, I ain't gonna lie, this clip is funny to me mostly because it's some shit that I would end up doing. Tons of folks say, listen, don't buy a pre-built computer. Building it is way cheaper and super easy. But every person I hear who tried to build their own PC fucks it up in some way or gets really frustrated during the process. Listen, I get stressed really easily, I would freak out, and I just can't be asked. I don't care if I'm getting scammed, I'll pay the premium for someone else to do the heavy lifting because I am a pussy. It doesn't matter how much easier and cheaper it is to build something yourself if I'm still too brain dead to pull it off.
2 + 1, 3. That's it. Here's your gun, dude. That's it. That's it. That's just.
Slamming fucking.
That's literally it.
That's a pussy.
xQc.
No, hey, we're gonna fucking break some knuckles here, motherfucker. You wanna fucking go? Uh-oh. okay, dude. Hold on, I got scanned for this. Alright, we back. What the?
You can't find xQc on this.
I bet motherfucker.
This is the Overwatch version of moose bashing their antlers into each other to see who's the best at giving themselves brain damage. This clip might come off as a couple of P-brain gamers being too loud and rowdy, but this is part of the fun of an xQc stream. The moments you find here are as organic as my shits, and it feels like the dude doing that random shit is having a good time doing it. It might make him seem like a complete dent head, just a total bag of bricks, but should he really care? Because he's having ultimately harmless fun here specifically. The only concession I'll make is that xQc is pretty lucky he's lived in a house for a while. Any neighbors in an apartment complex that shared a wall with him would think that X is screaming at the people he thinks lived in those walls. Wow, he types the same way he speaks. I can hear these exact words coming out of X's mouth in his voice. The way he speaks is just so striking and memorable. The only problem is you have no idea what the fuck he's saying half the time. But him typing is like having all the thoughts bouncing around his brain that are hard for him to turn into speech get clearly communicated. Bro is using words I had to look up when writing this video. Do you think I know what an oligopoly is? He managed to complain about monopolized industry and its consequences for the consumer in a cohesive manner. Shit is crazy.
But also because of the way that Twitch is hiding sexual assault and harassment allegations against much of Twitch's biggest partners, all in the name of protecting profits.
What?
The worst offenders in these allegations were given.
Hey! What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck is that? What the fuck?
That's a more terrifying jump scare than in any Five Nights at Freddy's game. Again, it's the streamer version of the creepypasta trope where the cursed copy of Sonic 2 says the main character's name and talks directly to them, in turn making the protagonist pee and fart a little at the same time and then come. Like, imagine you hear about the awful and tragic death of, let's say, for no particular reason, Queen Elizabeth, and then looking at Twitter, everybody thinks you had something to do with it. That would be crazy.
Every single
that's
hit.
trash.
But in Hong Kong, directors hold their shots long enough for the audience to feel the rhythm.
The most important part is
Jesus!
editing.
Please!
And most of the directors, they don't know how to edit it. Even the stunt coordinator, they don't know how to edit it.
Damn, I guess all that aim training was real good for something. Having the skill in hand-eye coordination that's equal to a millipede's ability to walk on a couple hundred legs at the same time let X dodge a timeout from Father Twitch handily. Parents say that spending all day on that damn game was a waste of time and would have no practical purpose, but X here has proved that wrong many times over. He was a pro gamer for some time, and then he became a Twitch streamer, and then he used those same aiming skills to block a stick that shoots a different kind of stream. I'm talking about a penis. It like shoots cum and pee and stuff. Blood sometimes too.
Rolling on my wrist, rolling on my bitch. What? 30 on my waist, what? 30 to your face, 60 to your face, 90 to your face. That's a closed case. Yeah. You an old nigga.
This clip was from different streams of his over the course of years, and it might give you the impression that xQc is a bot for reacting the same way every time, when the truth is that he's just like me for real. The amount of times I've rewatched that 2016 XXL freshman cypher is uncountable. Definitely more times than X has reacted to it on stream. And I get the same way when the 21 Savage verse comes on. Even if I'm alone in my room at 3 a.m., I start rapping the lyrics to myself like I'm good buddies with the dudes in the cypher. I feel a lot more and uniquely lonely after the video ends. If you missed out on that video at the time, I'm so sorry, but you owe it to yourself to peep that shit right now after this.
I'm gonna better do like a cum grenade in my fucking pants like right now, man. Like I'm like fucking dead ass horny, I'm dead ass gonna explode now.
This is a great example of X being best injected in microdoses. You don't need to know anything about what's going on or what led up to this clip. You can still enjoy what the fellow was trying to get across. Just the delivery of how he said cum grenade and the raw imagery of whatever the hell a cum grenade is. It sounds like some batshit crazy weapon the Axis powers would have tried to make a thing in World War II. They were unironically trying to make time machines back in. That's not just a COD Zombies thing. Those 15 seconds were a cinematic experience worth watching in theaters. I'm mauling that I missed the original theatrical run. The hand speed he had to reach to hit a drum roll with just his fist is crazy. xQc should be doing influencer boxing. I want to see them hands wail on a speed bag. He can do flips, kinda, so despite popular belief, he can manage something athletic. I think him and Ryan's toy review would be a very competitive matchup.
It doesn't work on grass.
Hey, listen, for people who don't go outside, it's a really easy mistake to make. The carpet between your toes is the equivalent to blades of grass getting between your dogs for cave dwellers like me.
What's happening?
One of the most
Your mom is fat! Fat hoe!
However you may feel about those comments, this is passionate gamer speak, and it foreshadows what is perhaps one of xQc's most comically outrageous clips. A very inflammatory sentence he said while in VR chat. If the combo of that game and xQc don't make your eyebrows raise, God, you are so innocent.
The big whale at the back! Big whale!
No,
Get the whale out!
chocolate. I'm so sorry.
That was a tidal wave of rage. The noise snowballed from one person to every fella in the crowd staring down at X and pointing. For anybody else, that would be the hardest a comedian has ever bombed in front of an audience. It's like that picture of the dog sadly getting flicked off by a bunch of people. It's like the cat surrounded by knives ready to get stabbed from every angle. In that moment, xQc was in the middle of the John Wick 2 poster. And what does he do in the face of adversity? Triple the fuck down.
Snorlax, I do not choose you! Get the fuck off the stage! Hey, call security! Get that bitch off the stage before it fucking breaks! The stage is banging! It's caving in! I'm not kidding! Get the fucking whale out of the stage, please!
It's beautiful.
You're so cute when you yell. Most calm person in that server. It's the fact that xQc didn't even really dig the same hole a bit deeper. He made a new and bigger one. He got more specific with the insults, called them a Snorlax, said he wouldn't choose them, and said they were overweight capacity for the stage. Bro was concerned for the structural integrity of the venue. He must have thought he was performing a public service. Now, like I said, as fun as it is, watching xQc is a taxing experience, so I'm gonna wrap this up here. That card I mentioned should be on screen. If you enjoyed, be sure to subscribe with notifications on, and don't go after anyone I talked about in this video. That's cringe, and I told you guys I'm a fan of xQc, so leave the fella be. Anyways, this has been Kwite, and I am a rabies survivor.